The Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II is an American family of single-seat, single-engine, stealth multirole combat aircraft designed for air superiority and strike missions. It also has electronic warfare and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. Lockheed Martin is the prime F-35 contractor with principal partners Northrop Grumman and BAE Systems. The aircraft has three main variants: the conventional takeoff and landing, CTOL, F-35L, the short takeoff and vertical landing, STOVL, F-35B, and the carrier-based, CV, CATOBAR, F-35C. The F-35 was the product of the Joint Strike Fighter, JSF, program, which was the merger of various combat aircraft programs from the 1980s and 1990s. One progenitor program was the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA, Advanced Short Takeoff, Vertical Landing, ASTOVL, which ran from 1983 to 1994. ASTOVL aimed to develop a Harrier jump jet replacement for the U.S. Marine Corps, USMC, and the UK Royal Navy, under one of ASTOVL's classified programs, the Supersonic STOVL Fighter, SSF. Lockheed Skunk Works conducted research for a stealthy supersonic STOVL fighter intended for both U.S. Air Force and USMC. A key technology explored was the shaft-driven lift fan, STLF, system. Lockheed's concept was a single-engine Canard Delta aircraft weighing about 24,000 lb, 11,000 kilograms, empty. ASTOVL was rechristened as the Common Affordable Lightweight Fighter, CAF, in 1993 and involved Lockheed, McDonnell Douglas, and Boeing. The F-35 is a family of single-engine, supersonic, stealth multirole fighters, the second fifth-generation fighter to enter U.S. service, and the first operational supersonic STOVL stealth fighter. The F-35 emphasizes low observables, advanced avionics and sensor fusion that enable a high level of situational awareness and long-range lethality. The use considers the aircraft its primary strike fighter for conducting suppression of enemy air defense, SEAD, missions, owing to the advanced sensors and mission systems. The F-35 has a wingtail configuration with two vertical stabilizers canted for stealth. The relatively short 35-foot wingspan of the F-35 and F-35B is set by the requirement to fit inside U.S. and amphibious assault ship parking areas and elevators. The F-35C's larger wing is more fuel efficient. The fixed diverterless supersonic inlets, DSI, use a bumped compression surface and forward swept cowl to shed the boundary layer of the forebody away from the inlets, which form a Y duct for the engine. Structurally, the F-35 drew upon lessons from the F-22. Composites comprise 35% of airframe weight, with the majority being bismulamide and composite epoxy materials, as well as some carbon nanotube reinforced epoxy in later production lots. The F-35 is considerably heavier than the lightweight fighters it replaces, with the lightest variant having an empty weight of 29,300 lb. Much of the weight can be attributed to the internal weapons bays and the extensive avionics carried.